If the mind is running a fantasy about how you will gain respect, affection, be valued in the future, it means that you are moving away from the center of the earth, from the pull, from the claustrophobia, from the infinitely small. So, since you're resisting it, it's causing you to need to expand your ego, expand your empire. So, if you're walking, allow your bones to be pulled down to the earth. Feel like the earth is stronger, you are heavier, you're wearing a lead belt. And then see that it's okay, that your body will support you, that you will not be crushed. And then with inhale, you can release some of that tension. Now allow yourself to stand taller, not due to anything that has inflated your ego, like the admiration, respect, valued by others, but simply because you are not fearing the future, the unknown, the mystery, the abyss, the infinite formless, the bardo. There is a part of us that triggers desire, and it also then tries to quench that desire by getting some form, some object, or role, or situation, or interaction that would quench the desire. So the desire really is like a tension that wants to be released. And if that's happening, then we associate that with the pull of the earth, the gravitational pull towards the 0 point. And then we just swing our hands as we walk, allowing the blood to move to our fingertips, just to accept that we can't escape and wouldn't actually want to escape it, the earth, and we're trusting a force of self-regulation to bring us to our senses so that we're not lost in that desire forever, or actually believing that that desire will make us happy. The stimulus of the desire is the suppression of purpose, agenda, direction. So some kind of limit, some kind of avoidance, some kind of boundary is sort of shutting down desire, which only makes it want to happen more. And often its technique for shutting down desire will be to criticize. The challenge is that criticism assumes that there's a paradox of the one that is speaking the criticism and the one that's receiving the criticism. In your head, there's only one you, but these parts are positioning you in two different roles at the same time, which can bring chaos. So, if you see a desire, realize that it comes from a suppression of a prior desire, and that it's tried to reduce your self-esteem through a lie of duality. And that suppression is fearing, fearing there's no self-regulation, fearing that the rajasic energy will rise and there'll be expansion that never ends. It's kind of the fear of the open palm. So when we hand it off, and that is to say, suppress a desire, then the palm begins to close into a fist. It gets so tight that then there's a feeling of too much restriction, too much criticism of the self, which activates the rajasic energy, and then the fist opens into a palm with purpose, agenda, and direction. And that would often come as a desire for some kind of form, some kind of object. So they're just handing the ball back and forth.
This light's purpose is to carry us through the difficulties, not to pretend they're not there, not to hide from them.